They were 15 minutes from being ordinary, the best team on the planet, 36 matches unbeaten, and for most of a stifling night in Los Angeles, they looked human. This is the night Spain nearly fell, and then didn't. We open their file. Minutia. One nation. One story. The fall before the triumph. July 10th. SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Spain against Belgium. A World Cup quarterfinal. On one side, a machine that had not lost in 35 matches. On the other, a generation of Belgians who had waited their entire careers for one night exactly like this one. Kevin De Bruyne, Thibaut Courtois, a golden age running out of time. For half an hour, Spain are everything the world says they are. They press without breathing. They keep the ball as if it were tied to their feet. Belgium will finish the night with barely a third of it. 30 minutes in, Fabian Ruiz arrives at the edge of the box and strikes it clean and low. 1-0, La Roja in control. The machine hums, and then the machine flinches. 40 minutes. De Bruyne, 34 years old and refusing to disappear, lifts one last perfect ball into the danger. Charles de Ketelaere climbs above the defence and heads it down and in. His third goal of the tournament. 1-1. Belgium, outplayed and outnumbered on the ball, walk off level at the break, and Spain walk off knowing that perfect is a fragile thing. Here is where the story could end. Here is where the favourites become a cautionary tale, the giants who forgot to finish the job. But here's what should worry everyone still left in this tournament. Spain do not panic. They do not chase. They wait. Because this team has learned the one thing the rest have not, that a game is 90 minutes long, and the last 10 belong to whoever wants them most. The second half is a siege. Lamine Yamal, 18 years old, drags Belgium's defenders out of shape every time the ball touches his feet. Pedri conducts. Ruiz probes. Spain knock and knock and knock on a door that will not open. Courtois, enormous in the Belgian goal, saves everything they throw, and then the door opens itself. 71 minutes. Courtois, their wall, pulls up injured and cannot continue. On comes Senne Lammens, cold from the bench, thrown into the loudest night of his life with a World Cup semi-final on the line. 88 minutes. Pau Kabasi, a teenager himself, drives a shot from distance. It is not unstoppable, it is savable, but Lammens cannot hold it. The ball squirms loose into the 6-yard chaos, and Merino, the substitute, is already moving. He lashes it home. 2-1. Spain. Merino does not celebrate like a man surprised. He celebrates like a man who knew, because this is what this Spain does now. They will not always beat you in the first half. They break your heart in the last. It is the second time this tournament Merino has come off the bench to score late, the quiet assassin of a team full of names. Luis de la Fuente stands on the touchline, arms folded, watching the streak reach 36. And across from him, Belgium's golden generation sinks slowly to the grass. De Bruyne staring at the sky, Courtois watching from the bench. One more great team folding at the quarterfinal wall, the same wall that has broken them before, and Spain march on, to Arlington, to France, to a semi-final that will decide whether this unbeaten run becomes a legend or a warning. But do not mistake what you saw tonight for a coronation. Spain were level with 15 minutes to go. Spain needed a goalkeeper's injury and a goalkeeper's mistake to win it. The best team in the world was one clean save away from flying home, and the three teams still standing will have noticed every second of it. That is the fear that follows greatness. When you are the best, everyone is measuring you. Everyone is studying the tape. Everyone is waiting for the flinch. And tonight, for 45 minutes, Belgium found it. France are next, and France do not spill the ball in the 88th minute. France have Mbappé and pace and a final of their own to chase. 36 matches of history will mean nothing if the 37th goes wrong. So no, one match is not redemption. Merino's goal does not close this file. It only turns the page. The semi-final is where we learn what this Spain actually is, the greatest team of a generation, or the best side never to be crowned. The machine survived. The machine did not convince. And in a tournament with 4 teams left, survival and belief are not the same thing. The file on Spain stays open. If this hit, like it, share it with one football friend and subscribe. A new file opens tomorrow. The files never close.